All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. I'm gonna prep these documents. My expressway. Y'all just watch. Let's see how long it takes me to go through here. So I got the loan app, the alter statement. Look at that. It's only one person. I got the loan application here. It's only one person's need to sign that. So I'm putting that signature page at the top. Normally I have paper clips, but I didn't feel like messing with the paper clips real quick like. So I got that. Boom. I got the uniform, the addendum to the loan application. I'm putting an arrow down here at the bottom of the first page because this one they want initialed. Then I'm slapping the arrow on the left hand side where they need to sign on that one spot, and then on the second page on the second spot. Then I got appraisal acknowledgement form, the signature. Then I got this form here where the notary needs to sign. I'm gonna just put a little arrow down here to remind me to sign down there. And signature page for them. Nothing there. Got my closing disclosure, showing how much they're getting back. I'm bringing my signature page to the front so I can show them, have that, show them all of that good stuff. My loan terms agreement, their signature on that. Borrower's consent and authorization. I'm slapping an arrow here on the 4506C. Boom. All right. Slap an arrow there. And then I got to do another little arrow thing here. All right. Then the note. All right. The note looks good. And I'm putting my sticker on here that says no date. So they do not date this one. They don't want it dated. The allonge, Allonge. There's no signature there. I got my deed. All right, got the deed. Actually, all of that information is already filled out. And if y'all hold 1 second, I really do need to get my paper clips. I was gonna try to do it without them, but I do need them. Hold on. Boom. All right, cool. Because I really do like to paper clip all that part of the deed together. All right, so normally when I paper clip at the top, it's because there's a signature page. All right, that's the exhibit. Planned unit development writer. No need to paper clip that. VA assumption policy, closing instructions. All right, the first couple of pages, no signature. But because it's a legal paper, I got to put it on the side. He signs, he signs that one. Rest of these instructions. That there's a signing settlement agent. All right, clip that on the side. And hazardous insurance, just his signature. And this here is for the W-9. Now I'm not putting stickers every single place that they need to sign. Just where I know they need to. I need to make sure, not on every single page, because the other pages is clear. So we got the W-9. Got that. Got all these instructions. Boom, paper clip that. Appraisal acknowledgement. Then this is the amortization schedule. This company doesn't require a signature on it. Or do they? Nope, they don't. Nope, they don't. So paper clip all that together because I know there's no signature there. Appliance thing. Compliance agreement. Appliance. This is an appliance statement. Compliance agreement and everything. All the date. And I can go in and add in my registration number. I'm not signing it or stamping it. And 5/31/2026 my expiration. And this is an email, temporary payment coupons. All right, grab me another paper clip. Boom. This here is the Patriot Act. These two IDs. I'm bringing the Patriot Act at the front. And orders just coming in. And this is for today, and I'm already booked, so I can't do that. All right. That's for them to sign. The loan officer, when you hear me say that's for them to sign, normally I'm talking about the loan officer or the title company or something like that. All right, that's for the signer. That's for them. Impound statement, his signature there. Initial escrow, just his signature. Loan analysis, VA paperwork. Double check, make sure there's no signature, which typically is not. I never seen one. For them, for the signers, it's always for the other people, and that's some debt bill analysis thing. So all of that can be paperclip. This here's the mailing thing. Just saying that their property, this is the mailing address certification. So put a little arrow here so they'll know what they need to check or to select check for their address. That's consent to give negative information to the credit bureau if they choose not to pay their bills. This next one is the right to cancel. I'm putting my do not sign stickers where it says I wish to cancel, because we know they typically don't want to cancel. So that way they don't sign there and they sign in a spot acknowledging that they got the copies of this. Notice to borrow, notice of VA loan to borrowers, occupancy and financial status, which needs to be notarized. And then put my commission number and my expiration, not stamping, not signing, because everything else in the date field is already filled out. Here's another affidavit of occupancy, occupancy and financial status. Doing my registration number and my commission expiration. I'm pre-filling that out. Payment letter to the borrower, quality control release, the Veterans Affairs reporting certification. So this one always do it. They do theirs on letter. So the last page is where it needs to be signed in block 30 and 31. I put a arrow for those two, and hold on. Boom. All right. Okay, the demographic stuff is filled out. And all right. Request for change in insurance policy. That's not mine. All right. All right. So now they have this signature affidavit. This particular company, they have a long one. They have a legal size paper one. So I put a little arrow everywhere that there's a version of their name that they need to address. So that way they don't miss anything, because the way they have this set up, it's easy to miss, very easy. So I put an arrow on all the spots. Then I let them know they either, if they go by that name, they sign that, and if not, they will put not known as and then initial. That's what they typically tell me to do. Then they have the same one, another AKA statement. That's a shorter version. And I always put, this one's a little bit clearer to see, so I'll put a little arrow for them for the main signature, all of the other variations. Then I do my registration number. I like this company. Can't tell y'all, because if I tell y'all, y'all be flooding them. They don't like us saying their names out on the internet, most of them, because they don't want to be getting inundated with all these phone calls saying, I saw Griff on the line and he said y'all got orders. And that's what people be doing. This here is a telephone consent act that they have to fill this out, sign it, and then they can withdraw later. Federal collection privacy policy collection notice thing, how they protect their policy. VA relationship, they have to fill that out, saying nearest living relative that doesn't live with them. Some people actually put that to the front to get that out the way. It doesn't matter to me whether that's up to you. Then this is the VA loan comparison, veteran statement talking about for cash outs. This here is a hazardous insurance disclosure, his signature on those. This here's some information about noticing service and transfer, just basically saying they're going to transfer it to a different company. And this is signing agent requirements, talking about notary instructions and just them if they need to wire money. Here's a survey affidavit. They don't have pretty much anything filled out, so I'll put the state and where am I going? What city am I going to be with him? and meeting him in Virginia Beach. All right. So I'm putting the city, the county, and y'all see it's not taking that long once you really get good with it. And then subscribe and sworn or affirm. Reading through the notarial statement, making sure it's proper for my state. Subscribe and sworn or affirm before me on this third day of March 23. All right. And then I have to put his name. All right. And that's it. And then I'll sign it later. This here is how I underline that. They have a thing about witness by, settlement agent, or notary. I always underline notary so they'll know that it was me who did it. This here's how he gonna receive his money, the wire transfer stuff, or disbursement information. This one is their owner's affidavit and indemnity. And basically this one is just saying, you know, just information about their, how they plan on living in the property. You know, is it going to be them? Is it going to be unoccupied, tenants, all of that. So they have to answer that. Then they have to answer 5 through 8. You know, asking about there are no existing violations of city or county ordinances regarding the use of this land or any existing dispute with adjoining owners, tenants, or other owners associations, homeowners associations over the boundaries or use of this land. If there are none, you don't have any issues, then they have to check the box none. And all I do is just tell them, they just want to make sure you don't have any legal issues going on with your property. So read through those. If the answer is no, you don't have those issues, you check none. That's it. That's all I tell them. Then, now this document is a little weird. They just have this spot that says affiant. And they do not have a signature line, so I have them sign there. And then they have this tiny, tiny spot for where you have to print their name. If the name is short enough, you can fill it in there. If it's not short enough, long enough, if their name is too long, then you need to add an all-purpose acknowledgement. So you can put it in there. I use an extra fine point pen that helps me to write their name in there nice and neat. But if it's 2 people, it's hard to fit it in that little tiny space. So it's saying on 3 February 2023, before me, and the before me is my name. And then I put my name now. Due to the fact that when I'm spelling out my whole name, the space where I need to put my name is too short. So what I do is so let's say this is the signature line. Instead of trying to write it all on the signature line and it's not enough room, I start just above the signature line, put my first and middle name here, and then my last name right on top of the signature line. That way I can fit it in that area. No one has ever told me not to do it, or I can't do it, or that's a bad thing to do. So writing his name in here, and one of the things I had to learn to do was write smaller. All right, got all that fitted in there. Arrow so he know where to write, and we good to go there. There's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. I'm done. 13 minutes. Don't tell me you can't prep these documents. Stop listening to them people talk about don't prep the documents. Now, as you get better with this, you'll get faster, okay? As you take orders and you get used to working with certain companies, you'll be able to go through and do these things lickety-split in no time at all. And I still got a few minutes before I start my Fritter Friday. So I ate my lunch. I did my Fritter Friday. I helped Q out with some stuff real quick on a website client that he has, because I'm hosting the website for them, and everything, helping them get the email set up and the WordPress set up. So I do host websites and everything. Most of y'all know that. And Q uses mine whenever he needs to host websites. Some people already have a site, so he'll work off of what they already have. And if need be, you know, if they need to change from a web hosting company that they don't really like anymore, or whatever the case may be, then they'll switch over to mine. So 13 minutes with me running, grabbing paper clips and all of that. I'm done. So don't tell me you can't prep the documents or it takes too much time. If you're sitting here trying to read the documents and understand what's going on with each and every single document, you're going to be there all day. All right. See you on Fritter Friday. Talk to you later. Peace.